Taking off on the same subject with regard to the, how we'll be able to coordinate and get things done for Bharat. And I was listening to a talk at a conference by our minister, Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce, Piyush Goyal. And he was expressing his views that India should look at manufacturing things by which we will be able to reduce our imports. Well, it is a laudable idea. Definitely, India has started manufacturing excellent things over the years, and with the Apple coming in for manufacture, we are finding it a boom for India. And there are other people who are willing to invest here and willing to take up, and they are finding that the quality is as good as they can expect from any other part of the world. So India has got capabilities, but we are also suffering from a weakness. And the weakness is that our political atmosphere does not create confidence in very many people. The laws in each state are so cumbersome to follow. Each state formulates its laws. Yes, it is very necessary, because if you take Madhya Pradesh, if you take Jharkhand, if you take Bihar, if you take Chhattisgarh, these are and even Andhra Pradesh, we are still having areas which are pockets of problems. Problems for whom? Problems for the manufacturers, but not problems for the people. Because the people living there are still tribal. Now, we have still not come out of the tribalization, and I hope that we do not. As an Indian, we have a 5,000, and I would say even some people are saying 10,000-year-old tradition. Over the years, we have developed our own ways of life. And tribal life is a simple, independent way of life which has existed over millenniums. And I don't think so that we should, change the lives of those tribals to fall in line in conformity with the supposed to be, inverted commas, modern thinking. I think we should let them live their lives, and we should keep, if we are able to adapt to the modern life, to take over and run it according to our requirement. Just as the modern people want their lives to fall with other people falling in line with them, will the tribal people also expect the modern people to fall in line with the thinking of the tribals? Now, why am I talking about tribals? Because there is a lot of problem with regard to the land acquisition to set up industries. India finds it extremely difficult to acquire land in very many places, because there have been, laws which protect the interest of the tribals, of their land, and it belongs to them, and they have the right over the land, whether they can give it for the purpose of development, whether they can keep it for themselves, for their way of life. Well, their way of life may not be, it cannot be evaluated in dollars, pounds, or yen. It has to be evaluated in their way of life. So, it is a difficulty. But we should be able to blend these factors. If we do not blend these factors, put all these in different buckets, and find out how much we will be able to remove from each bucket, so that the bucket do not, do not change shape, but they are willing to contribute as a whole to the development of Bharat. The weight of the bucket should change according to the requirements, but the bucket itself should not be destroyed. So that is where the laws of the state, the laws of the central, all these should be looked at it from a perspective of the development of a country rather than a particular state alone. Yes, each state wants to develop in its own way. Each chief minister wants to bring out saying that he's got the best for his state and his people. And each state says that I'm contributing so much to the exchequer and therefore I should be given more funds. Well, yes, I do understand. In view of different operations over a period of, say, centuries, There have been certain states which have depleted the requirements of a tribal person, taken over the land, set up industries, because we were able to do it through pressure and tactics at a certain period of time. We are not going to blame anybody. But that existed, and through that process, certain states were able to develop over a period of time and contribute more to the exchequer. There are certain states, which are now joining Bharat in its development process. If you take Madhya Pradesh, in which there are pockets where development has been, I would say, in the negative, and slowly we are trying to make it positive. But while make it positive, we have to overcome these tribal and factions. We have to look at the state strength. We have to look at the political impact of that. There are so many things which we have to consider. And as we go north, still further north, we are having difficulties with the Seven Sisters. They have never been looked as areas for development. We have neglected them. We have kept them different, and they have felt different. And because they have felt different and we have kept them different and we have neglected them, we are it's taking an extremely wrong process for them to be brought in line with the thinking that they are part of Bharat, number one, and that they are also a part of the development process of Bharat, that is number two, and number three, that they are citizens of Bharat, number three, and that their land can be used for purposes which are different from the other parts of Bharat. For example, the government is taking up the production of saffron, I think in Mizoram and in Nagaland and in Tripura. See, there is a new concept. They are looking at coconuts. They are looking at newer areas for development of newer, requirements of food, which India requires in other parts of the northeast part of India, so that we will be able to bring them also into the fold of operation of Bharat, and also increase the food requirements of India, the various products which will give us more positive, income for those people, and also a positive contribution to the development of India also. It's an overall situation. Well, it is not going to take place within 1 year, not going to take place within 2 years. If you look at the Manipur angle, it's been going on for a period of 40 years now, and is becoming more accentuated over the period of, say, I would say a couple of years. It's been also fueled by certain factions which are inimical to the thinking of being Bharat. And that is one more area which we have to overcome. Why is the reason that this inimiquity has arisen? It is because we had neglected them over the years. Because we were more concentrating on the already developed states rather than bringing other states into the fold of being part of Bharat. We had, shamefully, I should say, we had a statement known as Bimaru. Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, UP. They were considered Bimaru in India, in colloquial Hindi, known as sickness. And all these states were supposed to be sick states. I think we should be ashamed that even somebody should have coined a word like Bimaru. But today, if you look at it, Madhya Pradesh and UP are they are going so fast that I'm sure within a period of 10 years, if they continue on the same state, they will be able to overthrow the monetary strengths of even, I would say, Maharashtra. See, I think it is time that we look at it nicely and we look at it more positively and give more impact to the requirements of what our commerce minister requires. The first step should be that we take all the states, all the people including the interests of the tribals in mind, so that we keep Bharat safe, we keep India safe, and we take India on a new trajectory. Thank you.